Dover hill weaves up and down, myrtle green and black and brown, past the shilling through the town, all for the sake of Mary. Step gaily on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm and row on row, all for Mary's wedding. The mandolin. Plenty bonny hearts are real, that's my toast to Mary. Step gaily on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm and row on row, all for Mary's wedding. Brighter now than any star, fairest of them all by far, that's my darling Mary. Step gaily on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm and row on row, all for Mary's wedding. Take it, wife. Past the shilling through the town, all for the sake of Mary. Step gaily on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm and row on row, all for Mary's wedding. Love the music. Step gaily on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm and row on row, all for Mary's wedding. Step gaily on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm and row on row, all for Mary's wedding. Blowing love for the Bluenose is sailing once again. Take it, David. Well, I've got a story to tell. Got a proud stick that served the people well, and the Bluenose was her name, and she never lost a race, and she won herself a place in the history of Canada. Blowing love for the Bluenose is sailing once again. So back to the windrow was born, and up to the portals as before, for your country will be proud once again, for the ship and her men who sailed her smartly to victory. Blowing slow for the Bluenose is sailing once again. Mandolin. the Bluenose is sailing once again. Built in a Nova Scotia town, a ship place had come world renowned. Down in Lunenburg they built a living legend, had a skill, sweat, and pride. Sailed her masterfully till she died. Blowing slow for the Bluenose is sailing once again. So back to the windrow once more, and up to the forecastles as before. For your country will be proud once again, for the ship and her men who sailed her smartly into victory. Blowing slow for the Bluenose is sailing once again. More mandolin. Blowing slow for the Bluenose is sailing once again. So back to the windrow once more, and up to the forecastles as before. For your country will be proud once again, for the ship and her men who sailed her smartly into victory. Blowing slow for the Bluenose is sailing once again. For the Bluenose is sailing once again. For the Bluenose is sailing once again.
From the studio, it's great to have you here. Maybe I'll go around and get some names.
Wyatt?
David?
Bob? Stuart?
Roy.
Now, how long has your band been together?
I guess off and on since 1985.
Yeah, pretty strong, yeah.
Off and on. Not this band as it is right now. Bottoms Up's been together since about 1985.
How did everybody meet? Were you all friends?
Well, it's a long story. Back in about 1979, I met David through a mutual friend, and never sang a note till I met David. David come from a musical family, and we used to have some house parties, and we started singing Cape Breton stuff, and we liked it. And David and I, way back, formed a group called Double Trouble, and that was just a duo. And then David worked with Bob, who plays bass. So Bob came with us, and then Stuart's a friend of Bob, so we picked Stuart up on drums. And then we've had a number of lead players, and then for the last year we've had Wyatt playing mandolin for us.
Now, Nova Scotia has a very vibrant traditional music scene, whereas New Brunswick, I guess, is not as active. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's more of the Irish, Scottish ancestry of Nova Scotia?
Go ahead, boys.
Well, I don't really know. Probably more. There's more ancestry of that type of music and stuff towards Cape Breton and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it depends a lot on what part of New Brunswick you go to. Like, being from Cape Breton myself, I can remember when I was young and growing up, I remember house parties. My parents hardly ever went out. It was a house party. People would bring in instruments and play. I think that's where most of the Celtic stuff comes from Cape Breton. But also, I know, having been over to Dave's place over in Rishabukto, that families over the Acadians, they tend to have a lot of house get-togethers. I think the Acadian music is probably equal to what the Celtic stuff is in Cape Breton and Nova Scotia.
Is there, you find a large demand for your type of music in New Brunswick?
Well, when we first started doing this stuff, people would come in and sort of look at the club owners and say, where'd you get these guys? Because they never heard the music. But over the last few years, I mean, through groups like the Rankin family, Barry McNeil's, Irish Descendants, Great Big Sea, Natalie Master, I mean, East Coast music has taken off. And now when we play somewhere, we're getting a much bigger response. All age groups, like when we first started playing, it was mostly an older group that appreciated the music. But now, when we play university crowds, they're just deadly. They love it.
Now, what some of your, say, musical influences? Is it more the traditional stuff?
I think you should go around the table with that one, because I think you'll be totally amazed at...
I started playing bluegrass, and I've played in jazz and a bunch of other different styles. But this is a pretty cool mixture of all of it right now, I think.
Well, mine was probably mostly country to start out with and stuff, and then and I sort of progressed into the Irish stuff once I met Roy, and took off from there.
Yeah, I mean, I was the same way. Country, I played a lot of country with my father, and then got into the rock and roll scene with Stuart, and we played quite a few rock and roll bands way back in the early 80s.
Yeah. And mine was pretty much like the easy listening Eagles, stuff like that. And then, like I say, boys tell the rest of the story.
Mine personally, being from Cape Breton, mine's always been traditional. My parents are Newfoundlanders, so it was the accordion and the guitar most of the time.
And the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow, and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below. It was Friday morn when we set sail, and we were not far from the land, when our captain he spied a mermaid so fair, with a comb and a glass in her hand. And the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow, and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below. Take it wide. Then up spoke the captain of this gallant ship, and a crazy old bugger was he, saying a fishing mermaid has warned me of our doom, we shall sink to the bottom of the sea. And the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow, and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below. More mandolin! Then up spoke the mate of this gallant ship, and an ugly old feller was he, saying I got a wife in Brooklyn by the sea, and tonight she'll be weeping for me. And the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow, and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below. Take it away, Wyatt. Then up spoke the cabin boy of this gallant ship, and a fine young lad was he. I'm a good boy. Saying I got a sweetheart in Brooklyn by the sea, and tonight she'll be weeping for me. And the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow, and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below. Take it away! Then up spoke the cook of this gallant ship, and a crazy old man was he. You better eat this grub. I care more for me pots and pans than I care for the bottom of the sea. And the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow. They're blowing up and hard. And we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below. Take it away! Well, 3 times round spun our gallant ship, and 3 times around spun she. Well, 3 times round spun our gallant ship, then she sank to the bottom of the sea. and the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow. And we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the land lovers lie down below, below, below. While the land lovers lie down below. Take it away, White. Course, and the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow. And we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the land lovers lie down below, below, below. While the land lovers lie down below. One more time. And the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow. And we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the land lovers lie down below, below, below. While the land lovers lie down below, below, below. While the land lovers lie down below. We just lost sight of the Queensport light down in the baby forest, and the wind is cold from Copenhagen, just a wee touch of snow. Along the shore from Malaysia, it's hard to be Math Island. Tonight we'll let the anchors go down in Fogertys Cove. She will walk the sandy shore so clean to watch the combers rolling, till we come to Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogertys Cove. We will walk the sandy shore so clean to watch the combers rolling, till we come to Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogertys Cove. My Sally's like a raven wing, her hair is like her mother, with hands that make quick work of chore. I'm like a top of the stove. Come supper time she'll walk the beach, wrapped in my old duffel, with her eyes upon the mast port in, down in Fogertys Cove. She will walk the sandy shore so clean to watch the combers rolling, till we come to Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogertys Cove. We will walk the sandy shore so clean to watch the combers rolling, till we come to Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogertys Cove. Cries when I'm away to sea, nags me when I'm with her. She'd rather ride a government job, maybe go on the low. But I love her waves, I put about my nose into the harbor. My Sally keeps suffering a bit for me down in Fogertys Cove. She will walk the sandy shore so clean to watch the combers rolling, till we come to Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogertys Cove. She will walk the sandy shore so clean to watch the combers rolling, till we come to Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogertys Cove. She will walk the sandy shore so clean to watch the combers rolling, till they come to Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogertys Cove. She will walk the sandy shore so clean to watch the combers rolling, till they come to Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogertys Cove.
bands coming out, like you mentioned, Great Big Sea, McKeel, Ashley McIsaac. You think they're opening the doors up more for younger people to listen to traditional music?
Yeah, I think they've had a big influence on the younger crowd. Definitely Ashley McIsaac, Natalie McMaster. Great Big Sea, I mean, they've pretty well blown everything in the Maritimes out the water over the last couple of years. And there's some real up-and-coming groups, you know. A group we work with back in January called McKeel. Heck of a group. They're sort of a Rawlings Cross type group, but they do a little more traditional. Now there's a group coming to Fredericton in a couple weeks' time called Kilt. But there's a lot of good acts coming to the Maritimes right now.
What do you think of what? I think you all have day jobs. Is it difficult to balance the band with your personal life?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Understatement.
Well, we've got Wyatt, who owns a music shop, Freddy's Music, here in Fredericton. David's a stationary engineer. Bob's a stationary engineer. Stuart's a stationary engineer. I'm an emergency medical technician. The four of us work 12-hour shifts. Just organizing the practice is a chore. You know, we're building around four guys' schedules. And it is, like a lot of people ask us, you know, we don't see you playing much. Well, this started out as a hobby, and it developed into something a little bigger that we really enjoy doing. And, you know, we've done the Irish Festival on the Miramichi over the last few years. Going to do that again this summer. We found a market in St. John for us. So we play as much as we can, but everybody, you know, everybody except for Wyatt has a family. And between jumbling 12-hour shift schedules and family life, we play as much as we like to play. I guess that's probably the best way to put it.
In those chilly hours and minutes of uncertainty, I long to be in the warm hold of your loving mind, and to feel you all around me, and to take your hand along the sand. Oh, but I may as well try and catch the wind. When sundown pales the skies, I want to hide a while behind your smile. Everywhere I look, your eyes I find. And standing in your heart is where I want to be.
And it's been
There's a nice sweet lass, her name is Mary Mac. Make no mistake, she's the lass I'm gonna take, and all the other boys can get up upon her track, thinking that they'll have to get a turn. Oh, Mary Mac's mother wants to marry Max, marry me, my mother's going to be married to Mary Mac. So I'm gonna marry Mary, get me married, get to marry me, well, I'll be making Mary when I marry Mary Mac. Well, Mary and her mother spent lots of time together. In fact, you never see the one of them without the other, and all the fellers ask that Mary or her mother, you never see one without the other. Well, Mary Mac's mother wants to marry Max, and marry me, my mother needs to marry Mary Mac. I'm gonna marry Mary, get married, get to marry me, well, I'll be making Mary. Take it away! Well, a nice sweet lass, she's got a lot of cash. Her father thinks I'm wise, I'd be a silly ass, I'd be a silly ass. Your name is